What's up, Twitter world? This is the White OJ. Welcome to the Austin Ingels movie show. I am your host, Austin Ingels, and this is produced by Radu. Are we good?
Oh, yeah, we're all good.
All right. Who are you? I'm the guy who does his job. You must be the other guy. Little housekeeping up top. First and foremost, we have a very special guest. Two nuts in your ear. Movies I like. It's my fucking sweet, beautiful prince, JD Spets. Hi, JD.
Hey, been meaning to ask you, what is with the now 5-year-old reference to O.J. Simpson joining Twitter nickname that you have given yourself? Did you give that other nickname to yourself too?
White OJ?
Yeah.
The White OJ. Yeah, I definitely gave myself that nickname. You don't like it?
Wow, that sucks.
Oh my god. All right, I'll never fucking introduce myself as the White OJ again.
Oh, that's so funny. I'm sorry. Radu, big fan. Excited to be on the show.
Hell yeah.
I was just kidding. I love all of you.
Happy to have you, buddy.
Oh my god. That threw me off. Oh, fantastic. So, you don't think I deserve it? Like, you don't think that's a good nickname?
The White OJ?
Yeah, dude. I want to kill somebody.
I mean, he killed 2 people.
Yeah. True.
And every defensive line there was. I don't know. Was he offense? I don't know football.
Yeah,
what
he was a running
What
back.
am I doing here? Yeah. Like, I know sports all of a sudden. I'm a big dumb gay person. Sorry.
Well, I guess that's the last time I ever introduced myself as that. So that's fucking fantastic. I love you. I'm not going to stop saying what's up, Twitter world.
No, don't. I'm just fucking around.
Yeah,
no,
I love
I'm
you so
just
much.
joking.
Do you have any plugs or anything you want to do at the top?
Check me out on the episode of Departed on the Austin Eagles movie show right now.
Yeah, our feed is completely gone, right? Everything's gone from your show?
It's not gone. It's just not paid.
Okay.
But, yes, it's gone.
Okay. So two nuts in your ear. We could never have that title. That title, we weren't allowed to do that. They weren't allowed to do two nuts in your ear. It was too hot for the masses.
Yeah, it was like you can't do something with you could, but we had to buy our own RSS feed, and I'm not doing that.
Did you? Yeah, we don't need that now. Let's see here. Do you have any current event jokes that you want to tell, or any jokes that you've written lately that I would like to hear? Maybe.
I don't
Sorry
think
to
so.
put you on the spot
Current
like
event
that.
jokes. I don't think so. No.
No. Did you see George Foreman died? Rip.
Yeah.
The first time that I cooked chicken was on one of those, and that feels a little racist, but R.I.P. You know what I mean?
No doubt. I think that weren't they made for chicken? Am I wrong?
Oh, for
Or am I
sure,
racist?
dude. The best chicken breast you ever ate was on a George Foreman.
Yo, can I tell you something funny? So I was out at my dad's for something. I don't remember what it was for, but my dad at the time was like a single guy, and he's like, "Hey, I have some steaks. Do you want one?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course." And I was like, "What kind of steaks do you have?" And he's like, "Oh, they're fillets." I'm like, "Oh my god, even better, you know?"
Of course.
And I was like, "Wait a minute." It was kind of cold, and I was like, "What are you gonna cook them on?" He's like, "George Foreman grill," and he said that as if it was not that big of a deal.
Yeah,
I'm like, "Yo, are you fucking kidding me?" He goes, "No, I swear to God, he made them and they were fucking delicious. No joke." Like
I've never had.
like,
I don't
wow,
think I've ever had a steak on one, so that is
I
dope.
mean, I wouldn't suggest it or recommend it, but like, I was genuinely blown away how good this steak was.
Rest in peace to the goat.
R.I.P.
My condolences go out
I'm
to
told he was a boxer too.
You didn't know that?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I was gonna say, come on, you know that.
my condolences go out to George, and George,
Oh yeah, dude,
all his
all
sons.
of his kids are named variations of George. Georgina, Georgie, like all of his kids are named.
That's
Radu, you
incredible,
know
dude.
that, but you don't know any movies we're talking about?
I'm a fucking legend.
Jesus Christ.
Before we begin, what's the latest movie you've seen or seen in theaters? Have you gone to the theaters in a while?
What did I see in theaters last? Oh, god damn it. It's been a minute since I've been to a theater to see a movie. Probably, Beetlejuice. I went with my mother-in-law to see Beetlejuice.
And you liked it, right?
Oh, sorry, ex-mother-in-law. I'm single, ladies. What's up?
Oh yeah, no, he's not single. Radu's mouth went like open, like he was shocked. That was amazing.
No. I went with my mother-in-law to Beetlejuice in Q1.
Hell yeah, Kiwani Theater. Shout out to them. I'm glad they're still.
Shout out to Kiwani Theater.
Do you know what's
the movie?
What's up? Sorry.
Oh, did you ask what movie I've seen the most recently?
Yeah. Yep.
The most recent movie that I've seen is, well, I guess it's a tie because I watched them on the same day. I watched Infernal Affairs and I watched, God damn it, what was the name of the other one? Master and Commander.
Oh, a little
with Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe, fucking.
I'd never seen it before.
Yeah, I think I saw that movie in theaters, and that's the only time I've ever seen it.
It's fucking good. And
it was a good theater movie for sure.
Yeah, it'd be a great theater movie. Yeah, I watched Infernal Affairs because it's the movie that this is based on.
Yep, thank you. Perfect fucking
Yeah.
Look at that. Do you see us? This is what we do, Rad Dude. You see that? Perfect transition into this?
I was going to bring that up.
I feel like I just put on a pair of old gloves. Dare I say isotoner leather gloves. I don't remember.
Call back to the beginning. Why OJ? See? Yes. Look at us. Oh my God.
Suck my fucking dick.
Oh my God. We're so fucking here. Radu, have you seen this movie?
I have not seen this movie.
Fuck you, mother. All right. Perfect.
Did he say no?
He hasn't seen it, no. And I told him, he told me yesterday he hadn't seen it. I'm like, all right, well, just don't watch it at this point. Fuck it.
But dude, what Leave It to Beaver Town did you grow up in? That these, like, you've never heard of these? You've really never heard of, like, The Dark Knight?
No. I've heard of The Dark Knight. I just I couldn't tell you what Batman title with what Batman was
okay.
what.
I gotcha. Okay.
I'm not.
Okay. So, I mean, The Departed, dude. You've never seen this movie? That's crazy. My fucking bitch has seen this movie.
His fucking bitch has seen this, dog. We're so goddamn back. You're coming on next week too. This is the best.
I love it, dude. I'm fucking rock hard right now.
Quick summary of the movie. South Boston cop Billy Costigan, played by the one and only Leonardo DiCaprio, goes undercover to infiltrate the organization of gangland chief Frank Costello, played by Jack Nicholson. As Billy gains the mobster's trust, a career criminal named Colin Sullivan, Matt Damon, infiltrates the police department and reports on its activities to his syndicate bosses. When both organizations learn they have a mole in their midst, Billy and Colin must figure out each other's identities to save their own lives. And like JD said, this is a remake of 2002's Infernal Affairs. Holy shit. What's up, JD? What do you think, buddy?
It was so great listening to you describe that movie.
Where were you when you first watched this? Did you see this in theaters?
No, I didn't. I was in Myrtle Beach, and we had just gotten back from the beach that day, and it came out like on a Friday, and at Blockbuster, like that's, you know, when the titles come out at the same time.
Yes.
And we rented it, and it was kind of a thing that, like, we were all a little buzzed up, me and like four of my buddies, and it was just like, well, we either have to take this back or watch it, kind of a thing. So it was like right after it came out on DVD, so like 2006.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think it was in theaters in October, and we would have watched it in like January or February probably.
God damn, you painted that picture beautifully. A little buzzed up. So did you appreciate it at the time, or obviously it has it, you know, over the years?
Okay, well, when did you watch it? How old were you when you watched it?
It would have been, I think, like on AMC or TNT. I put either one of those because I know it always played on those two channels.
Yeah, because you would have been 12 when this movie came out.
Yeah,
right.
I remember the trailer like it was yesterday. I remember Leo taking Vera down on that bed. That was in the trailer, so that always got me all boned up. And then
12-year-old boners?
Yeah, little fucking 12-year-old boners where I couldn't bust. Yeah, and then after I watched it, I remember renting it from Netflix, like when Netflix sent DVDs. So,
okay, yeah.
Yeah, a little time capsule for the both of us, if you will.
So, to answer your question, like, you have to understand that at this time, in 2005-06, the draw here was not Leonardo DiCaprio. It was Matt Damon, and it was Jack Nicholson.
Fuck.
Leonardo DiCaprio, dude, at the time was like, the Titanic guy. He was the Titanic suave dude. Don't get me wrong. Catch Me If You Can, obviously rules. Radu, put that on your list because you probably never heard of that one either.
I watched White Collar.
Have you? I thought you've seen Catch Me If You Can.
I have.
Okay.
It's Frank Abagnale.
Okay.
Frank Abagnale. He has seen that one, and we will do that one eventually.
There we go. So like, dude, he had just made The Aviator, and like for a 22-year-old kid, who gives a fuck about Howard Hughes?
Yeah, I've seen that movie.
Dude, I didn't watch
time.
that until I didn't watch that movie until I don't know 10 years ago. Like I would have been probably 27 or 8 when I finally got around to watching that movie.
It's slow too. It's not it's not great. Like it's not one of his best at all.
And it's like it just ends and whatever. And
was that his first Oscar nom?
No, Gilbert Grape would have been his first Oscar nomination.
Okay. Duh, of course.
A performance that has not aged well.
No.
So yeah, dude, the draw, like, I don't mean to say this in a funny way, but like for real, it's like, dude, Leonardo DiCaprio's kind of a faggot, dude. Like, what are we watching? For real, it was like, all right, we know that you're a good-looking dude who just plays like romantic parts in movies. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. That's what one of the things I have is Impact, and I have like an elevated Leo. Like this was the one that did it.
Yeah, he was Day-Lewis before this.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to be in art house pictures and make biopics, and good for you. Like, obviously always a fan, just like, oh, you're just a cute guy that chicks like.
Yeah, you're actually 30, but you look 20. And like you can pass on that forever. But yeah, this is where he stepped it up. Absolutely. Gangs of New York, you could say he did it too, but like Daniel Day-Lewis is in that movie. So
I'm glad you brought that up because nobody was more excited for that movie than me. And dude, I don't know the last time you have watched Gangs of New York. I've seen it probably 5 times. And every time, for the most part, I just fast forward to the Day-Lewis scenes.
Yeah,
like,
it's that is slow too. I don't know. Scorsese, they didn't figure it out until this one. I think like this is their third collab.
Doesn't fight really until the end. Like Leo gets in like one fight throughout the movie. Cameron Diaz is actively bad in it. Leo's not great in it, and it's just like, oh, am I getting ready to hear Daniel Day-Lewis say cunny juice? Because that scene is like that movie, and it's a 3.5 hour wait to get to that scene.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, all right, I got, that was his tough guy part, and he kind of missed the mark on that. I still enjoy the movie, I guess.
I agree. It's definitely not in his top 10 though at all.
God, yeah. I don't know if that gets. It might be in his top 15, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like
at number 15.
Yeah, exactly. But like, dude, when we started this movie, and it starts with like, you see him with his mom. He's like becoming a cop.
Yeah, he starts. I was texting this to the Galva dudes. I'm like, they start him where he still looks like he's a teen heartthrob, and then like you see him switch to a man like the next scene. I love the way they do that.
Dude, I'll never forget. When we're sitting around, it was me, my buddy Matt, Mike, my roommate Harper, and he's going to come up in a little bit.
Shout out to him.
And we're all watching this. And when he's doing like the lat or the chest or whatever, the dips
chest
on
dips.
the thing.
Those are chest dips.
It's like, God damn.
Yeah.
like all of us in the room were like, oh shit, this motherfucker's in jail. Like,
I don't know if I have this down, but yeah, I read that he gained 15 pounds for the role or whatever, 15 pounds of muscle. And yeah, he looks it. What a hunk.
Yeah, dude, he would have had to because, like, a year before this movie, he's playing like 90-pound Howard Hughes.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, you saw him with a little muscle, and you're like, oh shit, okay, cool.
Yeah, little muscle, little goatee.
So,
Can you? Okay, I've only seen you with facial hair a few times. You can grow a goatee, right, but not a full beard.
I can grow a goatee, and I can grow half of a beard, like on the right side of my face. Like, the beard part doesn't come in on my cheek.
I saw a meme.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I saw a meme the other day that was like, if you can only grow a goatee, it looks good, but if you can grow a full beard, you can't pull it off. And that makes perfect sense. Think about it.
Yeah. And
if goatee's the only facial hair you can grow, it looks fucking great. But other than that, it looks stupid if you try doing it otherwise.
Yeah. And Leo is a prime example of this. Like, his beard looks tough if you've ever seen him try to actually grow a full
Oh
beard.
yeah, Revenant and Django, his beard is awful. In both of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Rotten Tomatoes score 91, audience score 94. I think that's right on the money, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I don't think that I don't know, dude. I anything under 90, I'd be like, all right, dude, what are you doing? You know?
Yeah.
Really?
Did you last week we did This Is the End, and fucking the audience score for that was 74. I couldn't believe that. For This Is the End.
You know, that doesn't really surprise me. Only because I think at that point everyone was kind of over Seth Rogen.
Yeah, I brought that up. I was like, yep. It's meta to his career because that was the end of his run, you know?
Yeah, I mean, ironically, that's probably his best movie, I would think. But it was the culmination of that run, which started in 2008. So from 2008 to 2013, you had like 9 movies from him. It's like, dude, we get it. So no, that makes sense to me.
But I prefer him over Will Ferrell, if that's a hot take. I don't know.
I don't think it's a hot take. He makes stoner comedies. You have smoked weed before.
Have I? That's crazy. I didn't know that.
No,
I'm fucking with you.
Dude, I don't know. I probably agree with you, although I think like Talladega Nights is like one of the better comedies of all time. And so
Talladega Nights still holds up.
And Step Brothers is hilarious. I love Semi-Pro. I think
do
Semi-Pro's
too.
great.
Underrated. Yeah. Underrated.
It really is underrated.
We're gonna do some lores and legends. Just some shit I read on the internet that you know too. Jack Nicholson's character Frank Costello, based on Whitey Bulger. You know that, of course. Like the American Costello mob, that was based on the real life Winter Hill Gang of South Boston. And though there was a real mobster named Frank Costello, did you know that?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. God, he's this guy's good. This guy's good. It was based on Bulger, who ran the gang while also working as a FBI informant, protecting him from prosecution while he killed dozens of people.
Kind of like the FBI informant.
Yep, he was the #1 guy. It's crazy, right? We'll never. Sorry, Dex. We're never gonna do Black Mass. Probably. I don't know. Maybe in like.
I feel like that's personally attacking Dexter for his choices.
Once I get in the hundreds, we'll get to Black Mass. No, unless Dex wants to come on, I'll do Black Mass.
Yeah. So I know that I've told you this, but like I kind of developed a weird first of all, I'm wildly interested in the goings on of the American Mafia.
That you are. This is a perfect episode for you to have.
I know a weird amount about it. And I actually, like 2 years ago, I got really into Whitey Bulger and read like 4 books of his.
Will you please tell the folks how he died?
He died in prison. So the rumor is he was getting ready to shower, but he was in a wheelchair. He was 89 years old, and he was wheeled into a wheelchair into a shower. This is a federal prison, by the way. So the difference between the two would be like you have a teenage babysitter or you're watching your kid.
Yeah.
That's state and federal prison. It's 2 completely different things. So he went into a federal prison, into a shower, and was beat to death by padlocks in a sock by a mob hitman who was ratted on, and they cut out his tongue and I believe his eyeballs.
Do you know that, Radu?
No, that's news to me. This just
he's scared. He's wearing a mole suit. He's like, "Fuck, should I be wearing this right now?"
There's a few biographies on him that are fucking incredible. I don't remember. One of them is on Audible. The other one, the People vs. Whitey Bulger. Either way, if you're ever so interested, check it out. Those books are incredible.
Yeah, he's fucking. It's crazy. He was with the FBI the entire time.
Yeah, dude. Like before he was like, I mean, when he was like a number 3 or 4 in the Winter Hill Gang, he was a mob, like an FBI informant. Like it didn't just happen when he became who he was. Like he very, very meticulously and controlled how the FBI arrested people in his gang, people like in the Providence section and the Boston section of the Italian mafia.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, in the weirdest way, or I guess in the smartest way, he was like attacking his enemies with the United States government. And so, I mean, yeah, dude, 30 years, I think, or 25, 30 years.
Yeah.
And then was on the run until 2011.
Insane, dude.
So, yeah, unbelievable. Sorry.
No, it was perfect. That's perfect. That's why we have this section of the show. Throughout the film, Martin Scorsese used X's, mostly shown to mark characters for death. Examples include Costigan walking through the airport while talking to Sergeant Digman, Queenman falling to his death. I guess you can see there's an X on the building's windows in the background. I've never noticed it. I had to go back and look at that. And then, of course, when Leo's in the elevator, there's an X right behind him.
Oh, there's a tape behind him, isn't there?
Tape X. Yep.
Okay. I didn't know that.
And that was an homage to the original Scarface from 1932.
Oh, interesting.
Wow. In the list of films that most frequently use the word fuck, this film is number 47 all time. Number 3 is another Scorsese-Leo collab. I'm sure you know it. Do you know what it is?
Are you asking me or him?
I'm asking you.
Oh, The Wolf of Wall Street.
Absolutely. That's my guy. Yeah, number 3 is Wolf of Wall Street. I should have wrote down how many they had.
Number 1 is the movie I believe actually called Fuck.
Yeah, it's called Fuck. Fuck yeah. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen this movie, sorry. When I was 13 or 14 when I saw this, I remember seeing all of them die. And I think, I don't know, I hadn't seen Reservoir Dogs at this point, so this might have been one of the first movies where all the main characters died like this for me. What about you, JD?
Oh, God, that's a great question. I would have seen Reservoir Dogs before The Departed.
Yep.
But the thing about Reservoir Dogs, you know who doesn't die on screen is you just see them get shot.
Harvey Keitel doesn't die on. Yeah, I guess you see Blonde and Chris Penn's character die and the dad.
Yeah, and like that's to be expected, you know.
Yeah, but this
none of those guys were Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah,
you know,
the main guy in the movie. Yeah,
right. Like even Tim Roth, like you don't really get into his character until he shoots Mr. Blonde.
Yep.
So he's just laying in a put. Like, so I know that you didn't, but do you know that the 2 movies that I suggested that you watch before this pod? To Live and Die in L.A. and State of Grace.
Yeah, I still got to rent.
I'm sure you had to watch Final Destination 7 for the 9th time, and it got in the way. So I figured that it probably did. So the movie To Live and Die in L.A. follows this main character who is like basically out for revenge for the guy that killed his partner.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of that movie, they're getting ready to arrest the bad guy. And the bad guy turns with a shotgun and shoots his face off. And you're like, what?
Yeah, whoa.
So that movie was like 1985 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I cannot. So, all right. I don't know how young you were when you saw it, like not on TV. Dude, words cannot express the what the fuck just happened.
Yeah.
Watching this, like right around the time that it comes out.
Oh, yeah.
It was like.
And thank God spoilers weren't a thing yet.
No, yeah, of course not. Because we are like, dude, even now, watching it with Amanda the other day, I was like, God, dude, it fucking sucks the energy out. It's like,
yeah,
I've seen this movie 100 times, and it's like, oh, this, fuck. I could not believe that happened.
Yeah.
And this is before I had seen any of those movies like where the lead character dies, like To Live and Die in L.A. or Sunset Boulevard or any of those movies where the main character talking to you dies.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, what? You know?
Yeah, this was the first time anything like that I had seen, being like 12 or 13 when it came out or whatever. I think 13 probably at this point, but
Oh yeah, it almost ruins you for other movies because like I think personally, when you watch something like this happen, it's the same thing as like when The Sixth Sense happened. Every fucking time you're gonna watch a movie now, it's like, well, the good guy could die.
yeah, you expect
like
something. Well, it's like the Tarantino
twisty or
shit.
fucked up. Yes,
It's like
exactly.
it was like when Cliff Booth was at the Spawn Ranch during Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That entire time you're like, "Yep, Brad's about to catch a bullet to the back of the head."
Mm-hmm.
Like it's one of those things just from being conditioned with Tarantino movies, and yeah, you're right, it does ruin it. Especially Leo movies.
Yeah.
You're like, "Oh, Leo could die in any movie he's in now," and especially after he died in Titanic too, but
Yeah, dude, and so I believe no, there's 3 movies where he dies. That's it.
yeah, it would be
Django, this,
yep.
and Titanic are the only 3 movies he dies in.
Wait. Great Gatsby.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he gets shot
Okay,
in
so yeah, so for a guy that's got 40 titles, probably 35, maybe 35,
Yeah.
40, like he's only died in a movie. And dude, it was like I still remember the room of like, no,
Yeah.
they're gonna like do a rewind thing.
Yeah,
where he
like no,
doesn't
that didn't really
die.
just happen.
Yeah, for real, we were all like, "Oh, okay."
Like
Dude, it sucked.
Radu has no idea what we're talking about either. That's the craziest part. Is like,
Dude, Radu, you could know what we're talking about right now and
still,
go watch the movie, and you'd be like, "What the fuck?
Yeah,
just happened?"
I agree.
It's funny too because in the Hong Kong movie, the same thing happens, but it's the elevator comes down. By the way, it's shocking how much that movie is The Departed.
Really?
It's obviously a remake, but it's like every fucking thing in that movie is in The Departed. Like so much so of him shagging golf balls at a driving range into the water. Yeah. It's very good. If either of you are interested, I highly recommend checking it out. But at the end, the Matt Damon character walks off you see the back of his head and he's walking off the elevator,
mm-hmm.
and you hear the gunshot go off. And then like it kind of goes to black and he turns around and he's dead. You don't see it happen.
Oh, so you don't see the Mark Wahlberg character guy?
No. The Leo character, when he gets shot,
okay.
You don't see it happen. Like you see the Damon character kind of step out of the elevator, and then you hear the gunshot, and it's the Damon character, and he turns around and Leo's dead.
Oh, that's lame as fuck.
Like, oh, yeah. You don't see the Leo's death happens off screen. You don't see it.
Yeah, that's lame.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this reboot proof? Yes.
Dude, do it every 5 years.
Yeah. I think
give me Glenn Powell and Miles Teller right now doing this movie.
I think they'd make it an HBO or Netflix series now.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, they're going to drag it out a little too much. By the way, the Infernal Affairs movie is 1 hour and 30 minutes long. It is not. There is no fat on that movie at all. And you watch this one, it's like 2 hours and 30 minutes. It's like,
yeah.
Well, it's all the same shit. What the fuck? Like
that is crazy. They dragged it out that much.
I would watch The Departed. You could remake it every 5 years, and I would probably watch it just to see. Yeah. Like do Chalamet and whatever queer the other guy from The Bear is, the kid from Shameless. Do that. I'll watch it.
Yeah, some White Allen or something. I don't know his full name. Jeremy White Allen, I think is his name.
Yeah. And your other question, it was like financially, probably I think at the time, before Wolf anyway, Scorsese's biggest hit, and it was an instant classic. Like, could you name another movie from the Academy Awards that year?
Blood Diamond, just because Leo was nominated as well, right? I think that's it.
Not Blood Diamond.
No, I couldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, was that the Devil Wears Prada?
Wait, was this the year Crash won?
No, Crash won the year before.
Okay, yeah, then I have no idea. Yeah, I couldn't name one single one.
Yeah, The Devil Wears Prada was the only other movie that, like, I don't know, probably stood the test of time.
That's
out of this Oscar years, which is a little bizarre. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go to likes now.
Okay.
Oh, actually, first, although many of the key characters in this film are dead by the end, there was a script written for a sequel, and it was ultimately shelved because Scorsese said, "Fuck that."
That's who started that rumor.
No,
Mark Wahlberg has been for years telling people like, "Oh, I've met with Scorsese. We're going to do The Departed 2."
Really?
And nowhere has it ever been like, "Yeah, we all agreed that The Departed 2 needed to happen." Like, I think it's just Mark. Like, you know how Mark Wahlberg's like, "Yo, if I was on 9/11, it wouldn't have gone down that way." It's like, all right, dude, relax.
Yeah, like chill,
I think
dude.
that same thing happened with
That's incredible.
The Departed 2.
All right, now we're gonna go to likes. How many do you have? Do you know?
Let me look at like 10.
Okay.
I have some questions.
Oh, that's
I was going to do it for both of you, but now just you. But after our likes and dislikes, I have some questions for you.
Fuck yes, that's perfect. Okay, we'll go back and forth. You since you have like 10. You go first.
Okay. I like that we open with the busing race riots.
And the N-word?
That's my favorite part.
And Jack Nicholson saying the N-word?
Dude. So the parable being that this is obviously Whitey Bulger, who is a vocal opponent of the busing in Boston, specifically South Boston. Why in the fuck is that the first 5 minutes of this movie? It has nothing to do with.
Yeah,
it has nothing to do with how Whitey Bulger became into power. It has nothing to do with the movie. He's not even really talking like, dude, he's referring to like how immigrants took Irishmen's jobs while playing scenes from the bus riots of South Boston.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
wait, this is you have this as a like?
I'm obviously joking about that. I'm joking about the race war being at the beginning. So I love it. No, I'm kidding, obviously. But like, I don't get it. What the fuck? Why? Why is this a thing in this movie?
It is a very weird start to the movie.
It was the first thing I wrote down. I was like, oh, likes, race riot. I love it. And then hard R N-word right after that. No reason for it whatsoever.
Literally, no reason at all.
It makes zero sense. Sorry, go ahead. I don't like those winky face.
Obviously, all-time cast, JD, obviously, and shout out to Mr. French, the Dion Waiters, if we had that.
Buddy, Mr. French specifically is one of my likes. Just Mr. French.
Perfect. Literally, that's...
Man, I love it.
Yeah. What a great side character. Hit me with another one.
Dude, there's my life before things, and there's my life after those things have happened, right?
Ooh, okay.
The cranberry juice scene was a thing in my life. I was one way. After that scene, my life was a completely different.
I agree. I think of this movie almost every time, but also because I'm sober from alcohol, I'll take cranberry shots, and it always makes me smile because I think of this scene.
So I very specifically only drank vodka cranberries after this movie for like a year and a half. Me and all of my fucking gay ass friends did. Okay. And so that is roughly what, 20 minutes into the movie, 30 minutes into the movie?
Yeah, about 30.
We all probably could have ran through a wall when that happened. It was like, that was the coolest fucking thing I have ever seen in a movie in my life. And it's like, dude, I ride hard for Leonardo DiCaprio for the rest of my life. And you want to know what's really funny?
He's my goat.
Nothing good happens in a Scorsese bar in a movie. After hours, what happens? That crazy chick and the bartender leaves them. Casino, Goodfellas, this, Raging Bull, all of it. Nothing good happens in a Scorsese bar.
And Wolf of Wall Street, they go and smoke the crack.
Yep. And he's like, do you fuck your cousin? Nothing good happens in a Scorsese bar ever.
That's fucking amazing. That's a great fact. Radu, what we're talking about is Leonardo DiCaprio orders a cranberry juice just to drink, and a guy goes, "What are you on your period or something?" And then he describes that cranberry is helps women with their period, and then Leo busts the dude's face. It's fucking incredible. Yeah. It's like he said, it's like 20, 30 minutes in, and you're like, oh, Leo, this is a different Leo. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, you still don't know if he's a tough guy. He went to jail, but obviously, what does that mean? You know, like, the only thing you've heard is that he beat up a teacher with a folding chair. And even that, you kind of miss it.
Yeah.
He just fucks this guy up. Yeah. Mark Wahlberg says, you wailed on a teacher with a folding chair. That is the only thing you hear about him being a tough guy. And it's like, yeah, when he does that, it's like, oh, man, you don't really know what's going to happen in the movie after this.
Yeah, this guy's a loose cannon.
Incredible.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a great call. After this rewatch, I noticed the Mark Wahlberg and Alec Baldwin dynamic, and
it's so good.
It's so goddamn good.
It's incredible because it's like those two are in a comedy.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're in a completely different movie. It's amazing.
Alec Baldwin specifically is in a completely different movie.
I don't know if it's because I've seen him do Trump so much now, but he is doing Trump in this movie, or if that's just his.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. He's like cocky and he's
go
great.
Fuck yourself.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself. Okay. You go.
So I will go on. I'll add to that. Everyone talks about how Leo's good in this movie, and he is, obviously. He's great in this movie.
Yep.
Dude, on this rewatch, I'm like, dude, Matt Damon is fucking incredible in this.
Yeah.
Because he's doing something that I've never noticed before. He's playing it how Dexter does in the TV show Dexter, right? Mm-hmm. He is making corny office jokes. Watch that scene with him and Madeline where he's like, who says I want to see you again?
Yeah.
The way he switches that is incredible. And the way that he's like sucking up to Frank and tough guying the people in his life. And he's all these different things. At no point in the movie is he being the same guy, except to the 5 people he interacts with. It's fucking incredible. Damn. And almost no one talks about how good he is in this movie. It really jumped out at me how fucking incredible he is in this movie. On this rewatch.
I had a different rewatch. Leo's performance was the one that, I mean, I've always thought it was, in his top 5.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. He's fucking incredible too.
Yeah.
But like you've always just watched it with him, and it's just like, all right, well, here's a Matt Damon scene, Like, yeah, is Matt Damon gay? I'm not being funny. Is he?
Yeah,
gay?
No, with his ED. Yeah.
Yeah, it like.
That's a subplot of the movie. Is Leo and Matt? Leo essentially fucks Matt's bitch and gets her pregnant. Because Matt couldn't get it up whenever they were going to fuck.
Do you think that's Leo's kid? I think that's Matt Damon's kid.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I don't think because they hook up when they hook up, but like then she doesn't see him again. And from what I understand, we're led to believe that this is months.
Okay, right.
Because
I guess I just always thought it was Leo's kid, which made it even more of a slap in the face than Matt.
That's why she stopped seeing him, was because like I'm pregnant with Matt Damon's kid now.
So Leo, do you think Leo hit it with a little baby in there?
Ew.
Oh, sorry.
I hope so.
That's gross.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kind of. That's funny though. I'm fucking a pregnant chick. Because he goes and sees her when she's moving out of her place, which happens in the middle of the movie, and that's the only time they have sex.
Yeah.
So.
Comfortably numb.
God, I hate Pink Floyd, dude. Pink Floyd is the fucking worst ever.
Is that a dislike?
No, but you can go ahead and throw it on there if you'd like.
I had that sex scene on there. It was one of my likes. What a sex scene!
It's weirdly one of dude. Like
you feel the energy between them. You really do.
Oh man, Vera Farmiga, you lucky broad, you.
Yeah. And we both said this is Leo's top 3 and his top 3 performances for sure.
I think it's his second best. I still think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is his best, but
I said that to my friend
coming
group, and they gave me
right
shit.
up
They're
there.
like, "You just love that movie." I'm like, "No, it's all of his roles, and he does everything in that movie." Like, yeah, Brad.
As respectfully as I can to your friend group, most Wolf of Wall Street, he kind of plays that guy in like every other movie.
Yeah, they didn't
like
have
the
Wolf.
hyped up,
They were
cool
saying
guy.
The Revenant. I'm like, Revenant is no. That's so
Oh my God,
overrated.
suck
He
my
fucking
dick with The
puts
Revenant.
himself
Like
in.
nobody has watched that movie twice.
Yeah.
0 people have watched that movie twice.
Yeah.
Of course, he was good in it.
Yeah,
but like,
it's not his best performance, and that's what I said. I'm like,
No,
he
it's
says
not even
5
close.
words in that movie. How is that his best performance?
Dude, he grunts his way to an Oscar win. That's it. And I haven't even seen it, and I feel like I just nailed it.
Yeah.
Watch dude, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, he's actually playing, I'm guessing, some sort of small version of himself. Insecure, neurotic, like
everything.
He's
It's literally
twitchy,
every
he's-
Leo role. He has some Django
Yeah,
bits
dude.
of Django in there when he does the villain on TV. Like, it's everything.
Yeah, and honestly, like, dude, I don't know, dude, Django's tough. That is deciding number 2. I think it's probably this, but like,
Yeah, Django's top 3, if not 4.
we can't. Yeah, dude, we cannot. I cannot overstate how badly he got fucked over, not even getting nominated for an Oscar. That's one of the better villains in the last 20 years in movies. Like, he's incredible in Django, and nobody talks about it. It drives me fucking crazy.
Yeah, that was his first villain role, right? I think, or no? Besides Man in the Iron Mask.
Yeah, I mean, besides that, I don't think he was a villain. Well, J. Edgar Hoover, I guess. I don't know. Do you count him as a villain? He was gay for sure. But
I started that movie, and I don't think I've ever watched it all the way through.
It's really not good.
Yeah.
I went to the theaters and watched it, and I was like by myself. I'm like, yo, dude, this is gay. Is this gay stuff for me? I can't tell, you know? And a villain, yeah. In Django, that's the only time he's ever played one, and it's fucking incredible. Like, it's incredible. Revenant, no.
Yeah, no. I said that too. I'm like, that's just a no to me. That's a no for me, dog. They put Gilbert Grape, and I said, okay, you can argue because he made people think he was a retard that's his best performance, but we also all can act retarded.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, he does it now, don't get me wrong, he's good in that movie.
Oh, of course. Of course.
He was
I'm
also
not
a
saying
gangly, awkward teenager and not the fucking movie star he is now.
Yeah.
He's also in a movie with Johnny Depp in his prime. So, like, yeah, dude, he's going to look a little off by comparison. You know, like, he's just got shit smearing on his face and he's screaming match in the gas tank over and over again. Dude, who are these friends of yours? Gilbert Grape?
Yeah. I was
actually, you wanted, like, you know what his movie is better than both of those, that The Revenant and Gilbert Grape? Is Basketball Diaries. He's better in that than he is in either one of
David
those
Romero
movies.
brought that up. Shout out to him.
Yeah, dude, that movie, he's incredible in that movie too. But yeah, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is far and away his best acting performance.
What is another like of yours?
Dude, I miss a bar heater, like a bar cigarette.
You were the king of cigs.
They're just cranking cigarettes in the bar.
Even though, how long have you been off cigarettes?
About 2 years.
I still think that you smoke cigs. I don't know why. Literally, it's in my head.
Yeah, I like, my sister was just saying, she's like, I for real, I'm kind of blown away that you don't smoke. I'm like, it's very weird to me too. I miss it so much. I love you.
She commented on my Casey Anthony joke. She said Austin, period.
Oh, that's funny.
One of my favorite episodes of all time is Armageddon. So
that was so much fun. Oh yeah. I guess I have 2 more likes.
Go ahead.
Oh, for real, the death of Leo, I think, is fucking great. I think the way that movie ends.
That's literally what my last one is.
the shock that of what that was, I think, is incredible. Along with it, you can't really it cannot be said enough where his career was and what it has became. I think if it's not for this movie,
it's got to be this one.
he's got a completely different career, I think.
Yeah. I mean, the 1 and 2 punch of this and Blood Diamond being the same year and him learning that accent, and, you know, for some reason that getting the Oscar love. I think I have that later, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, Leo's death. This is the only movie that Leo has died in when he's done a collaboration with Martin Scorsese.
Yeah, I like it. It's so good that he left that in there, because I'm sure the studio was like, "Come on, he's got to live."
Yeah,
and the sticking to your guns in that part of it was, I think, really, really a good idea.
Sticking to your guns, get it? Because he got shot.
And the nicknames for all these Irish people: Fitzy, Delahunt, Mr. French, dude, incredible.
Yep.
I wish I had a fucking dirtbag Irish nickname for some reason.
Oh, that's fucking great. Now we're on. That was your last like, right?
Yep, that's it.
That was the best. That was the best one. Was the last one. The fucking dirtbag nicknames. Dislikes. This should have won more Oscars than it did, and Leo obviously should have been nominated for this over Blood Diamond. But
dude, I couldn't agree with you more, and I'm even gonna disagree with you. I think his accent in Blood Diamond's fucking terrible.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, who cares? It's so hard to.
Yeah, it's so bad and different at some points. It's hard to watch. And the only good part of that movie is the black dude and his kid. Yeah. I can't say his name, but
yeah, it's a hard name to pronounce. It's the guy from fucking Never Back Down.
Obviously, we've all seen Never Back Down, Austin. Thank you.
Come on. Yeah. I would think.
I don't remember that. Don't they?
Rad Dude has seen that one.
Are you fucking kidding me? He's like, oh, Never Back Down. I've seen both of them. There are two, by the way.
What'd you say,
yeah,
JD?
I agree with you. It should have. I think the fact that it was a remake and it was so quickly remade, because Infernal Affairs, dude, was like a hit, and even over here, it was like people had seen it and it was a hit.
Yeah.
I think the fact that it was so quickly remade kind of hurt it, and dude, Ryan Gosling for Half Nelson was that year. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, but
nope.
He was fucking incredible in that movie. And actually, he was kind of the critic favorite for the Oscar over Leo for Blood Diamond. It went Forrest Whitaker for for the Idi Amin movie, which he should have won. That movie's fucking incredible too. But Ryan Gosling was considered the critic favorite for Half Nelson. He plays a drug addict teacher, and if you haven't seen it, it is one of my favorite movies. It's one of the best movies.
Oh, I've never seen it.
He's incredible. It is a fucking phenomenal performance. But yeah, I don't know why. Leo didn't want to compete with his co-stars.
It said that Warner Brothers didn't want to. They'd place him in the leading category actor or something like that. That the studio favored that over. I don't know. It's stupid.
I understand that, because it's hard to argue Matt Damon isn't the lead of the movie too. You know, it starts with him, it ends with him.
True.
So,
that's a good point.
I disagree with that, but I mean, it's hard to argue that, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I understand, I guess, why they did it. But dude, nominate Matt Damon.
Yeah.
For Christ's sake, you put actors in this. The Irishman, Joe Pesci and Pacino were nominated in 2019 for Best Supporting Actor. You put two actors in a category.
Yeah. What dislikes do you have?
I never, ever, ever, ever need to hear "Give Me Shelter" in a fucking movie ever again. It's played 3 times in this movie. Now, due respect to the Rolling Stones, and I do love the song "Give Me Shelter," I never need to hear it in a movie ever again. And while I'm at it, I don't need to hear "Fortune Son" either.
I agree. That's fucking. That's a good one.
Thank you. I got a lot of dislikes. Sorry, I'm trying to plow through this.
No, hit me with them.
Rugby is gay. Rugby is
that
fucking
scene.
stupid.
Yeah, I have that. That
cool,
scene is unnecessary.
A fucking rugby guy's calling me a queer dude.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Matt Damon.
How fucking controversial though, taking shot at firefighters 5 years after fucking 9/11.
I know, dude. Jesus Christ. Did you forget about 9/11 guy?
Yeah, he did. He forgot. He forgot. Another one. What do you got?
So I'm going to save it to my last one. So hold on. Actually, I have two last ones. A dislike that I'll throw in there. I fucking hate the death of Leo. I like it and I hate it at the same time.
The death
I
of
fucking hate that he dies in this movie. I hate it that he dies in this movie.
You're right. The dynamic after his death is kind of like, oh, damn. It almost feels like it drags.
It takes it out of the movie completely. Yeah. I like it. I think it's brilliant. It needs to be in there. I hate it at the same time too.
Yep. I'm out of dislikes.
Okay.
So the floor is yours for the last one or last few.
Okay. I got a couple. I don't like that when he breaks his hand. That would actually happen to him. Like, you know, in movies, you see guys beat the fuck out of people and nothing happens. When he breaks his hand, that's accurate.
Realistic.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just put like breaking a hand would suck. I don't get at all the John Lennon joke that is made while the John Lennon song plays in the background. I don't understand it. It makes no fucking sense to me. When he's like, you know John Lennon? And he's like, yeah, sure. He was the president before Lincoln. I don't get that joke.
Yeah.
I don't get why that's funny. And it's also a little too on the nose that a John Lennon song is also playing at the same time.
It's kind of like the rat
I looked for it on the internet. I know it's not like what?
Yeah.
That line of dialogue does not need to be in that movie at all. Let me see here. Oh, this movie's 20 years old. Hate that. Time's gay. I don't like the red cell phone that Leonardo DiCaprio has in this movie. An ex-girlfriend of mine had a clear one, and I don't like that. You fucking bitch.
Fucking bitch. I fucking love you.
Broke my heart. I just noticed that actually for the first time.
Fucking missed you.
Let's see. Oh, so you know the opioid epidemic? At one point, you see Leo abuse OxyContin. That's a little like, whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He has a bottle of OxyContin and he takes a handful of them. I was just like, oh, that didn't age great considering what happened like 2 years later. And what was going on at the time. I hate to get all practical on you, but
preach.
Okay, so these are the two, and I don't know how you're going to feel about them.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
I don't think the thing that bothers me about this movie the most is like, yo, I'm almost positive this is not how undercover police work works. Like,
like Matt Damon immediately having a suit and like just being top dog like immediately.
Yeah, dude, he graduates as a sergeant, and Leonardo DiCaprio, they're like, hey, you want to go undercover and go to jail for 4 months?
Yeah.
Like, he says to his grandma, I got kicked out 4 months ago. So he's been in jail for 4 months. And I don't know a lot about police investigation, but I don't think that's how undercover work works. And that kind of not that it's a big deal or whatever, but like it kind of drives me insane because it makes no sense. So you went, hey, we're not gonna pay you. You're a cop, so you're bound by that, and you're gonna go to jail for 4 months. I don't understand that at all. Yeah. It makes no sense to me.
Fuck that.
And the last one, so. In Infernal Affairs, the Matt Damon character doesn't die. I think that's how this should end. I don't think Matt Damon should die at the end of this movie. I don't like that he dies and is shot by Mark Wahlberg.
It is weird that Mark Wahlberg's character comes back.
Yeah, and I think it works good because like when he leaves the movie, you kind of forget about him. And the good thing about Infernal Affairs is the guy at the end of that movie has nobody to talk to, nobody trusts him. Like, he's just this guy on this island who's like gonna for the rest of his days look over his shoulder. And Amanda was watching this and pointed this out to me. When Matt Damon goes, he tries to pet the dog and the neighbor's like, get the fuck away from me. And then he goes to his door and just kind of like puts his chick has left him because she knows.
Yep.
All of this stuff. It's better, I think, for the audience to know that he lived his life like that for the rest of it. Like, you're going to constantly be looking over your shoulder because of what has gone on throughout this movie. No one's ever going to trust you again as a cop. You have no connection to Jack Nicholson or anything like that. I think it's better for the movie if he lives.
Okay.
Which is insane to say, I know. But, like,
yeah.
Mark Wahlberg killing him gives him an out. And I, like, when he's like, okay, it's like, oh, so he's fine with this. He gets what he wants, effectively. Like, I don't know. I was just like,
I don't hate that take.
It probably would. Yeah, it would be better if he lived. And, like, oh, this sucks forever now. But yeah, but no, that's the only other dislikes I have.
Yeah, I think that I just thought of this. Like, Mark Wahlberg being the only nominated actor in this movie is a dislike of mine.
You know, I think he's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. You know who was originally supposed to play that part?
Tom Cruise?
Ray Liotta.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, couldn't do it. And it's like, yo, that would have been incredible.
That would have been sick. Oh, my God. I do have that he was, as a fun fact. That's funny.
Yeah.
And originally Brad Pitt was supposed to be Colin Sullivan.
Yeah, and the rumor is Tom Cruise is going to be Costigan, and it's like, no. On all of that.
No, yeah, I'm good on that. Yeah, now some fun facts, if you will.
All right.
That you probably already know. Leonardo DiCaprio described his character as being in a constant 24-hour panic attack, and he calls the one-on-one scene with Jack Nicholson one of the most memorable moments of his life.
Which one?
It's
got to be the one in the diner.
The one-on-one, the diner one.
Yeah. Well, no, because when he's talking to him, he's like, school's out. He's not talking about that scene. He's talking about the one where he, like, points a gun in his face and shit.
Yeah.
I would assume, right?
I would assume that one too, yeah, because that scene is incredible. Yeah. Mark Wahlberg turned down his role in The Departed multiple times. He finally changed his
balls
mind.
On you.
You what?
That's crazy. The balls on Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He finally changed his mind after Scorsese met with him and convinced him. Like, goddamn, Martin Scorsese has to meet with you? That's insane.
You also want to know what's a little weird about that is Mark Wahlberg was convicted of multiple hate crimes against Asian and black people, and he drops a hard R N-word in this movie, and you're like, wow, Mark Wahlberg, I feel like you have said that word before.
Yeah, you felt really comfortable doing that.
I mean, he had no problem throwing that word out there. It's like, oh, that makes sense.
Like you said earlier, Ray Liotta was the original choice. This is the only film directed by Martin Scorsese to win Best Picture at the Academy Awards. A true travesty.
Is that for real?
That's what I guess.
Yeah, because he won for Best Director too. Yeah. I guess it would have been. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to know something funny about that? So the year before was the year of Hustle and Flow. Have you ever seen Hustle and Flow?
Yeah.
Okay. 3 6 Mafia wrote the song "It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp" and won an Oscar for it.
And won the Oscar.
Yep. So as soon as they got off the stage, right, Jon Stewart goes up there and goes, "Yo, for those of you keeping track at home, 3 6 Mafia 1, Martin Scorsese 0."
That is insane and a fucking amazing joke.
It's an incredible joke, and obviously he came up with that on the fly.
Yeah, he had to.
And I remember, like, because I didn't know it. I'm like, he's never won an Academy Award before, and it was so fucking funny. And the next year he went and won one.
That's fucking insane. That's such a good joke.
3 6 Mafia 1, Scorsese 0. It's like, damn.
This is a fun fact for my autism. 1997 was a significant year for the four main actors in the movie. Leonardo starred in Titanic. Matt Damon was Good Will Hunting. Jack Nicholson won the Best Actor for As Good as It Gets.
Yeah.
Yep. And then Mark Wahlberg starred in
Boogie Nights.
Boom, buddy.
Yes.
Let's go.
Damn, that's nuts. I didn't realize that.
That's a crazy fucking year.
Yeah, it's the last time he was nominated for an Oscar too. He was last nominated and won in '97. Matt Damon won an Oscar in '97.
Yep.
Leo was not nominated. I don't think Mark Wahlberg was either, but both of those were obviously Academy Award nominated. That's nuts.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah,
that one got me hyphy. I was hyped.
Man, that is pretty cool.
The film release in theaters is the original Martin Scorsese created. The MPA did not have to cut anything. I thought that was pretty cool.
That is neat, considering that's a little bizarre that they were like finally carte blanche with him. Like, yeah go ahead.
Yeah,
after
that is
fucking
nuts.
Casino, go ahead.
And the rat, the controversial rat at the end is digital.
I think I did know that. Yeah.
All right. Well, you said this earlier, JD. Is this a cult classic or both? Obviously, it's without a doubt classic. It has been since its inception, if you will.
It's an instant hit. It's an instant classic.
Absolutely. And this movie taught me one thing. Don't move in with your smoking hot Boston babe because she's going to fuck someone in her gross apartment before she moves in.
She's certainly going to bang Leonardo DiCaprio in her gross apartment.
And JD, what do you do when you have unprotected sex with a girl from Southie?
Ooh, that's a good question.
A Boston Plan B party.
Look at you motherfucker.
Had to, I'm sorry.
Well done. Very good. Hey, I have some questions for you.
Perfect. Let's hit me with
all right?
them. Yep.
All right, I'll go quickly. Austin, how old are you?
31.
You are older now than Leonardo DiCaprio was in this movie.
Fuck.
I know, isn't that depressing?
Yeah.
A little. Is Matt Damon lying about law school in this movie? He mentions it twice.
Yeah, because I
feel like he's lying about that.
Yeah,
is he not?
I always assumed that was a lie because there's never any they never show anything about that.
There's never, he says, I'll go to law school full time. And it's like, I don't think you're in law school, guy.
Yeah, no, I think when he meets Jack Nicholson, he realizes that he's going to be, his guy from the jump.
Yeah. So really quickly, my old roommate saw this movie and saw Leonardo DiCaprio had a shamrock tattoo on his chest. And he's like, I'm going to get a shamrock tattoo on my chest for the daughter he didn't see or take care of. The funny part about that, Austin, is you might be able to tell me what, historically speaking, shamrock tattoos are the main stamp of what gang in prison?
Oh, fuck. Those are the fucking, it's the racist whites, isn't it?
It's the Aryan Brotherhood.
Yeah, the Aryans.
Yep.
I couldn't think of the word Aryan.
So shout out to Harper and his fucking gay-ass tattoo. Good call, you fucking idiot. I hate that kid.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
okay,
good.
Here's a big one. What is this movie about?
Ooh.
Is it about corruption? Is it about... Because that's another reason. If it's about corruption, Matt Damon needs to stay alive because corruption is always there, right?
Yeah, I think corruption and corruption and greed, I would say, are the two.
Yeah. Is it about lying? Is it about microprocesses? I don't know.
It's about banging Vera Farmiga.
Okay, that's good enough for me. What is Matt Damon's play after he kills Leo, or after Leo dies? The FBI clearly already knows about him.
Yeah.
All these people around him have died, which I don't think he walks away from that. The fact that he's a little beaten up might help, but what is his play after this?
Yeah, good point. Yeah, I feel like that's why I think that killing him may be the best result because they don't ever show what happens with it,
Yeah, I was watching that. I'm like, yeah, dude, how do you walk your way out of this? I just don't think that you could. So I have two more.
Okay.
Who wrote the song "I'm Shipping Up to Boston"?
Dropkick Murphys.
Also gets my dick rock hard.
Yeah,
Dropkick Murphys.
When that part comes on, yeah, dude, I could run through a fucking wall.
He's like, do it again for me. And It's an old Scorsese trick of the music just getting turned all the way up.
Yeah.
Incredible. No, Woody Guthrie wrote the song "I'm Shipping Up to Boston," and
fuck.
Dropkick Murphys covered it.
You just blew mine and Radu's little brains.
Sorry, fellas.
Sorry, fellas.
Yeah, I know. I found that fact out. I'm like, Woody Guthrie. What?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the biggest one.
Okay.
Number one, this is more of a statement than anything else. These are the dumbest fucking criminals and cops on the face of the planet. Matt Damon is constantly walking through the state police investigations offices, telling someone on the phone what they're doing. Hey, you have a car on you.
Hey, I'm going to be late for dinner. Yeah, that is insane. And like Martin Sheen catches him.
Martin Sheen catches him and he's like, the players. It's like, did you not, dude?
Yeah, you had to have heard that.
And there is no fucking way that Matt Damon is calling his dad and be like, I'm going to be late for supper. And also, everyone in that room has heard him use that line in an interrogation on a suspect, which that interrogation makes zero sense. Mm-hmm. I'm going to pretend to be his lawyer, so turn the cameras off and get a number. That makes zero sense. Everyone in there should be like, yo, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm of average intelligence, and I would have been like, yo, what are you doing? Like,
I'm of average intelligence.
You can't go in there and pretend to be a lawyer. That's got to be illegal.
Yeah.
I don't know. But the cops are fucking stupid, or the criminals are fucking stupid too. It's like, you just got out of county, and it's like, yeah, I got kicked out of the state police. It's like, so you're going to go criminal now? Criminal now. Okay, sure. Yeah, you can be in the Irish mafia, no problem.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. By the way, the movie State of Grace, the other one I told you to watch is The Departed in New York City, just so you know. Starring Sean Penn, Gary Oldman, and Ed Harris as the Jack Nicholson role. Watch it. It's great.
Okay.
Sean Penn's an undercover cop, and he goes to meet his buddy in the Westies, and is like Gary Oldman's great in it, and Ed Harris is the leader of the Westies, and it's about Sean Penn infiltrating. He gets with a chick. I don't know if she's like a friend of the gang or whatever, but like Gary Oldman's like a loose cannon and shit. It's fucking phenomenal. Check it out.
Hell yeah.
And my last one here, and this is one I just found out, and I'm sorry, I'm done after this.
Oh, no, you're good.
When the whole movie hinges on they don't know who Billy Costigan is, right? Nobody knows who he is. That he even says it. That's the new guy, Billy Costigan, meaning that's the new guy in Frank's crew, Billy Costigan, right?
Yeah.
Anthony Anderson is in that room when he says that. He knows who he is. He knows what his name is. They were in the academy together.
There's a scene of them talking together.
Right.
Yeah.
So why, like, they can't find him in the computer because the files are closed, or his undercover file is closed. And Matt Damon's like, I don't know who your rat is. And it's like, Anthony Anderson wouldn't have said to Matt Damon, like, hey, that guy's a cop.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that and they pass each other. There's a scene at the beginning, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, where Leo's sitting at the chair with his head down and Matt passes him.
Yeah, so in the Infernal Affairs, they, like, in the beginning of the movie, Matt Damon arrests Leo. They, like, are talking about speakers in a store together, not realizing who the other one is. They pass each other quite a bit. Mm-hmm. But when you're led to believe that they just haven't, like, seen each other. When he's like, that's Billy Costigan. Anthony Anderson doesn't pull his supervisor and friend of years aside and go, hey, that's the undercover that you... Because he's like, I need to know who the UC is.
Yeah.
You have to tell me who it is. And they're like, no. Anthony Anderson never would have been like, yo, it's that guy. Or if anyone of average intelligence would have been like, oh, the new guy? Yeah, that's the undercover cop. Like, what? That's crazy to me.
Yeah,
I literally just noticed that. He's like, that's the new guy, Billy Costigan. And nobody says anything. And it's like, that whole room would have been like, oh, that's the undercover, right?
Yeah.
Because they're a room full of cops. Yeah, I was just like, he wouldn't have ever mentioned that. That's so bizarre to me.
That is a great fucking point.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm fucking stupid.
No, I'm dumb. I didn't even catch that.
Dude, I literally just caught it, and I've watched this movie like 3 times a year since it came out.
Even though I said I wasn't going to do any rewatch or redos that we did, I think I'm going to do Once Upon a Time soon.
Do them all.
Because if Leo and Brad didn't work for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I feel like Leo and Matt could have redone this movie. You know what I mean?
I don't know why they haven't done 3 movies together.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't. Well, obviously the movie works best because maybe they don't interact with each other, but like, yeah, I don't understand why they haven't done any more movies together.
I agree.
Same with
Leo and Brad.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Jesus Christ, yeah.
Yeah, no, I figured after that they would do 2 or 3 more like immediately, but yeah, nothing.
Yeah. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Before I let you go, do you think Bradley Cooper is a serial killer?
Do I think Bradley Cooper is a serial killer?
Or could be. I want you to think about this for a second. Think about his eyes.
Interesting.
Think about all the things he's been through.
No, he's too high profile.
Okay. All right.
What are you going to tell me? Coop's walking through the fucking street and like.
I think that he sniped some people in the streets of Philly getting ready for American Sniper. I think he took out some homeless. I think that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to start a rumor. I don't know.
I'm trying to start a Bradley Cooper killed people rumor? I can get on board with that rumor.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
He lives at a. Okay. Yeah. Well, then,
see, you're about to make a point. See, now I'm going to get you on my side. You're about to make
a good friend of mine was there when it happened, and he was like, "Yo, is that Bradley Cooper?" And everyone's like, "Yeah, he was walking through with a rifle." I'm like, oh. It's like, "Yeah, was that Bradley Cooper?"
Was that Bradley Cooper? South Philly.
Hey, yo, Coop.
Gross.
I know, dude. It's disgusting. That's a good rumor. It's like, dude, I heard he fucking killed a guy.
I think so. I think we could get it going.
Like Coop?
That Bradley Cooper. And all you got to do is be like, yeah, look into his eyes. He has the most dead eyes of all time, I think.
Is he more dead than Tom Cruise?
Ooh. But I said, yeah, I think Tom Cruise is too easy because, like, he for sure
has
killed somebody.
Dude, it's cliche to say what a fucking weirdo that guy is.
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper. Listen, Coop.
Food for thought.
Yeah, I like it. I like that theory. Radu, will you watch this movie now?
No. No, I'll probably watch. It sounds like a badass.
Oh, that was hilarious. No, you guys got it. It's good. And you guys sound gay for how interested you're in this. Fair point, Radu.
All right, next week we're going to do Heat. You'll be good for next week, right? To do Heat?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm down.
1995's classic Heat.
Who has been cast as the Chris Shaharless role in the new movie Heat 2?
Oh, God, I don't know.
Tune in next week to find out.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's a perfect cliffhanger.
There you go.
All right, thank you.
You're not going to love it.
I'll text you after this. I appreciate you.
I love you, dude. Thank you, guys. Radu, thanks, buddy. It was cool to finally talk to you. This was so much fun. I love you, and I'm excited. Thank you.
I love you, buddy. Thank you.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
Yep, see you, dude. All right, everybody. I should have said this at the beginning, like and subscribe. I forgot to do it again, Radu. I'm sorry. But yeah, go like and subscribe. Go give JD a follow. And I think that's it, folks. Thank you.